Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
Nah, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. I can choose what I want.
Hey, folks. Here we are. I'm out. I'm out of breath. Talk to me.
I mean, I hated the start. It was weird because you had a good one. It was weird.
I tried.
And you came out of the seat, but then dumb Chuck clapped into the
It
microphone.
was a phoenix rising from the ashes, and then Chuck shit the bed over here with his retard claps.
And then take two. By the way, is that your wallet on the floor? There's a wallet.
I have nowhere to put it. I have nowhere to put it.
Is that a wallet?
That's a Costanza. It looks like a fucking football.
Man.
That's what. Toss that on camera.
That's when you know you.
I'm not going to go through it. Let me see. Look at this thing.
Jesus Christ! I thought that was a brick.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, that's a hoagie.
This is a wallet. I'll show you a wallet.
Let's see your wallet.
Let's do a wallet comparison.
Jesus, you got a micro dick.
That's a wallet.
Wow, Chuck, that is dangerous.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, what is that? I don't want to go through your wallet, but don't tell us either because no one cares, but I don't know which side to go on the post.
I've also never seen someone's wallet so big they have to put it on the floor. I've seen a guy put it on the table, maybe next to him in the seat in their jacket. You got the thing on the floor like it's a doorstop.
That's
no
a wallet.
space.
That's a wallet, and you go front pocket so nobody can pick you.
I'm somewhere in between you two Jews there.
A little bit thicker.
Oh, that's thick.
Yeah, that's thick.
You're
Is that
getting there.
thick?
Yeah, you're getting there.
All right.
It's thick, but it's not that thick. This is designer Ted Baker, imported from London by me. I imported it myself.
Wow.
Thin. I'm almost due for a new one because the edges are fraying. But that's a hefty price,
I like the
that
fold.
wallet.
I like a fold.
Yeah, well, you like a fold. You like my asshole then. Well, it's folds.
Your asshole?
I don't know about fold. Folgers cup. It looks
yes.
like a coffee
Origami.
mug.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know me, this is where we differ. I'm just a fan of pulling down the curtain and
You
letting
pull.
the folks know while we're in the same clothes.
You love a beef curtain. Take it down. I don't want to bother everybody with every nitpicky Jew in the city, but tell them the story.
Well, I'm not bothering. I'm saying the reason we're in the same clothes, we're a little and I'm a little tired. We're a little tired because this is our second episode. This is my fourth podcast of the day.
Wait a minute. How'd you get to 4?
I woke up first thing in the morning. I just spilled coffee all over the
That's tea.
chair of its black tea. Same thing.
Oh.
People say this. People are like, and I used to say this. I kind of admit my own faults. People go, it's just water. I'm like, but it's not. It's tea.
Right.
It's water that has absorbed leaves
Yes.
and turned into tea. It comes out brown. It's
Yeah.
not water.
That's true.
It's like saying Pepsi's water.
Right.
It's made of liquid. There's water, but there's sugar and shit in it or whatever the fuck is in Pepsi.
It's also weird how it's in the cup, it's tea, but if it's on the couch, it's now water. That doesn't make sense. That's
Yeah.
a lie.
But it's like they think like, it'll come out because it's water. But you're like, no, it's soaked in leaves
Yeah.
or vice versa, whatever.
It might still come out, but so will I.
Yeah. What did I
What were you
start
talking
saying?
about?
Oh,
Fourth
so
podcast.
my fourth podcast. I woke up first thing in the morning, did Joe and Ron on Talk Movies.
Wow.
Available on YouTube. Check it out. I never plugged the goddamn thing. I probably should. He's a sad fellow with nothing going on.
Yeah, he's not attractive.
So go check that out. There's a lot of comedy in there. It's a lot of fun. Then I shot over here. We shot last week's episode, which was a banger.
Killer ep. That street joke section. Tell a friend, report it, call the police, because that was a humdinger.
That was something. Then I ran my little ass over to Adele and Tom Cassidy's podcast,
Top 9?
Top 9,
There
which you
go.
did.
We're both on that. Check
Yep.
it out.
Check those out. Want to give a hot plug there. Then I jogged back, met up with you geezers for lunch, and now here we are, number 4.
Had a little Chipotle there at a bowl. Thanks for the cards, folks. Somebody gave me a $60 puppy.
Wow. Remember how many cards we used to get?
Ooh, we were
Thousands.
like blackjack dealers. We had so many cards.
Crazy. And by the way, some people give me Cheesecake Factory, Starbucks I love. I've gotten a movie theater, like an AMC card.
Whoa.
So thanks to everybody out there for the gifts. Keep them coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, bring on those Uber. Those Uber ones weren't too shabby. Remember you scratch and sniff? That was a good
big.
time.
Uber was big. I'm on Uber Eats just because of those cards.
Oh, love an Uber card. Yeah, keep them coming. Shit, I had a thing. Oh, I just made, I want to tell everybody I made Delta Gold.
Gold.
Shit. No good?
That's embarrassing. Gold?
Well, I use every airline, and I'm like, gold with 6 of them.
I'm diamond, baby. I'm top. Number 1. You gotta go. I've been saying this for 10 years. We're in reruns. Just pick one and go with it. It's embarrassing. Gold? My aunt is gold. She takes the bus. She got gold just from riding the fucking Fung bus.
Fung She's Fung Gold?
She rode the Fung so often they gave her Delta Gold. Delta Gold is humiliating.
Well,
there's openers that have Delta.
You got platinum, diamond, gold.
Yeah, you're
I'm
third.
right below you.
You're 2 below me.
What's between gold and platinum or diamond? Huh?
You just named all 3 of them.
I think platinum's top.
I'm diamond. No, diamond's top.
Diamond's top.
Platinum
Dustin
below diamond.
All right, platinum.
Gold. Gold is down below.
Gold in my air.
Gold is like, you're like boarding 3rd.
Well, I think they let the ghouls on and the mutants and the kids and then the Jews and then me.
Yeah, it's bad news
like the
bears.
Holocaust.
I mean,
all right.
But I think you gotta go standard 1, but you're closer to Newark, which Newark is United, so you're
United.
a mess.
United, I'm titanium or whatever.
But United is such a stinker. But
not a great airline.
I shouldn't have poo-pooed. Good for you. You made it to my grandmother's status.
All
That'll get that, and a fucking token will get you on the subway.
All right, well, hey, get me on the subway because I was happy to get gold. I already got upgraded to Delta Comfort.
Oh my God! What are you doing? You're buying Coach?
Yes!
You're buying Coach and hoping for a Comfort upgrade?
I love a Comfort Up.
Oh my God! You got to buy Comfort and get the first class upgrade.
Interesting.
I mean, you're living your life incorrectly over here.
tell
What are you doing? $80 a flight?
Yeah, I'm smooth sailing. I got to tell you, Comfort is the same as first class with COVID.
Well, I mean, certainly the Comforts could be better. I mean, Chuck, could you chime? Let's get a Chuck chime.
You get more space in first class, but remember the booze card is gone. The dessert card is gone. Back in my day, in the 40s, they would pull a dessert card out there. They were scooping ice cream with niblets.
Plus no blacks.
Yes! A simpler time.
I'm teasing hard.
They didn't make the flight. They were late.
And you had to like wear a suit and a hat with a dress.
Smoking. I was hitting a secretary, the whole thing.
I think I would have liked those times where the women had the big poofy dresses and you throw the poof up over the face. Ooh. Like when you're fucking her, you can't even see her face and gross tits because the dress is all poofed up.
I love a poofy dress, no face fuck.
And you got to scoop in to find them. Like, hey,
yes.
you all right down there? All right, I'm going back under.
Oh, yeah, that was a big scene in Greece when he was like moving all that shit and the girl's like, ah! But you can stop a rape because it takes 30 minutes to get through the poof.
What about Back to the Future when they do when the camera's swinging over and he flips her up over and she's got the legs spread and that thing I paused and there was the snowy pause thing and I would just beat it like you read about.
You want to you see those legs open, you want to just bam, just put a face right in there.
Yeah,
just headbutt the clam.
A pussy squish.
Yes, all right, sorry, Chuck, I cut you off there, fatty.
I got to be honest. I'm a cheap man, so I would save it. I would save the money.
So you're the only guy with the Frontier points.
I honestly I go to whoever's cheapest. I do a lot of Southwest,
but that's a big mistake. I'm telling you, as a man who's lived, it's a bad policy. You think you're
nice.
You're saving a few bucks.
This guy's giving us money tips. Hold on. Toot McDuck over here.
You stay loyal, and I'm upgraded on every single flight. I'm never not upgraded. Every flight, I'm first class.
Really?
Every flight.
Come on.
And Diamond, you're automatically first on the plane. Well, international, I'm not getting upgraded.
It says LIS, J.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not even a comma. It's like a...
Slash.
A slash.
Guns N' Roses.
Yes, he's good.
Yes.
You know he started playing when he was like 15?
Is that right?
blow your mind?
No, I mean, people play.
I thought he played when he was like 7.
Oh.
He's like a virtuoso.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like he had been playing guitar for like 8 years when Guns N' Roses came out.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? I think he was 14 when he started playing.
Now, here's the question. I wonder if this is Googleable. Probably not, but... The lack of internet back then, you would just hone in on something. You go, hey, I'm a piano guy, or I'm a basketball guy, I'm a runner, I'm a whatever, and you had no internet. There was no phone to check, so you had to just keep playing.
Well, I think that's something that people forget. Sarah brings this up a lot, and it's been brought up in other quarters.
Quarters.
is you think
Don't nickel and dime me here.
you think musicians are the coolest. They
I
got
don't.
the hats and the leather and the thing.
That's not
these
my thing.
Are fucking nerds.
They're nerd. They're
are
band men.
Straight up nerds.
You're in the band.
That never left their homes ever. They
Band
sat
geek.
at the end of the bed and practiced guitar. Eddie Van Halen is a fucking nerd.
I completely agree. And don't get me started on hair metal with the long hair and the spandex and the boots. Get out of here, you dweeb.
Yeah, they were just sitting around learning their dumb guitars while we were out finger fucking ladies
You
and
got that right.
kissing our dads on the lips.
Now, they get finger fucking into that later because the women go, the Beatles are here. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, they were a bunch of dorks. I mean, the Beatles played in Hamburg 8 hours a night. People threw beer at them. They were nobodies.
I think that's part of it, is that then they get famous and then they just fuck 350 women a night and they're like pointing at them and be like, get her back here. I'm going to eat her pussy.
Yeah, because I was a dweeb for 40 years. Now
Exactly.
I get my comeuppance.
Exactly. But yeah, so Slash started when he was 14 and then he's like a virtuoso. I don't understand it.
But it's a kind of it's a clinker here because you got internet and Angry Birds and TikTok, all this shit, Atari, whatever it is, all this Fortnite, Third Night, all this shit that just makes you kill time, kill Tony, waste your life. But you have more access to books, language, tutorials, all this shit too. So it's actually easier to learn stuff. But you also have a lot of time sucks.
Books, Jerry. But
Does that
think,
make sense?
Of course. But yeah, it's the addiction to the phone. People thought the TV was a big deal. But the TV, and I'm quoting from Catherine Price's book and several other books, Tristan Harris, all these assholes.
Oh, yeah, he's big.
I'll talk about the TV didn't have a group of scientists working in real time to keep you watching.
Keep you watching, yes.
They just did their best. Like, hopefully they watch TV and you watch TV. But your phone is literally, right now, a fucking thing from Uber Eats just came up and like, hey, aren't you hungry?
Which is scary because we just mentioned them.
And then you go, oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Bro. Fucking Democrats, they're lizards. But so then you go, let me look at Uber. And you never just check the one thing. They got you. They know how to get it. Hey, so-and-so that you may know is on Facebook. Might want to check that out.
Exactly.
The TV didn't have that. The TV wasn't like, hey, that girl in school just posted a nude. You might want to, go jerk off.
This is the worst thing TV did back then because we always talk about corporations. Corporations have always been bloodsucking. They've always been around. It was Lucky Strike's Variety Hour, Windex's talk show. They would fucking just shove those products right up the tailpipe all day long, and that was their big thing. But that was the extent of it. It was just, hey, it's mayonnaise night, blue plate.
Love mayonnaise night.
Oh yeah, that's what my Grindr account's called. But yeah, that was the big extent back then. Was like, hey, it's Tabasco hour. Mm-hmm. And now it's, hey, your dad's gay, and here's 10 reasons why you should fuck him and give us money.
Yeah, it's all pipes, but it's tricky. By the way, check out both Catherine Price's books, Power of Fun and How to Break Up With Your Phone. And she's on 2 episodes of Mindful Metal Jacket, which is coming back. I got to plug that one, too. I'm bad at plugging. I'm a bad plugger.
But plug. But see, my lady is an office job, 9 to 5 real adult lady, and she has to sell stuff. She's in sales. She was on TikTok all day long, realized it was a problem, first step, cut it out, and now she's killing it at work.
Oh, nice.
Which is just so sad that this thing could just ruin you.
Well, so here's another thing. Now we're off on a real topic here, but... So I was reading that Quentin Tarantino watches 3 movies a day.
What a nerd! Speaking of dweebs.
Oh, yeah. And I was telling my buddy, and he's like, 3 movies a day? That's crazy. That's insane. How do you watch 3 movies a day? Which I was doing during COVID, and I usually watch 1.5 movies a day, sometimes 2, and even 3. It sounds crazy, but 3 movies is 6 hours. And you're awake for 16, 17 hours. That leaves you another 10, 11 hours. The problem is, the reason why it's so hard to understand that concept is most people are looking at their phones 6, 7, 8 hours a day.
Exactly.
So I'm like, to watch 6 hours of movies a day is better than looking at your phone for 6 hours. At least it's art and it's consuming and it's one storyline instead of 48 fucking TikTok, which TikTok is by far the worst. I'm not on there. It's by far the worst of all.
I don't touch it. I have it, but I don't touch it for that reason. I watched 2 movies yesterday, and it wasn't that weird. So it is doable.
No, you watch it. I mean, this is my schedule. I wake up, I watch a movie from 10 to 12. I go out, I do shit. I watch a movie from 4 to 6. I go out, do shows, come home and watch a movie from midnight to 2.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy.
By the way, have you seen Power of the Dog?
I haven't seen it yet. Sarah watched it without me. So when your partner watches it, it's hard to watch it. So I got to,
Damn, that's cheating. I mean, that's worse than that yoga instructor she fucked.
kick her out of the house or whatever.
Yeah.
To watch it. But no, I haven't seen it yet. But
It's slow, but it's good.
I like slow. I don't mind slow. My father's slow.
You know what I was thinking about this. Now we're getting on to another top. The Western is coming back.
Western is big. I mean, Bone Tomahawk fucking rules.
Yeah,
and,
there's that other one that came out. I can't think of. Hell or High Water is basically a Western.
Yeah.
Kind of. You didn't like that?
I love Hell or High Water. I just don't know if it's a Western.
I think it's the bender genre, gender bender a little bit, but I think I would consider it a Western. Okay, then you got No Country. That's a Western.
I mean, that was 15 years ago.
That's true. But I think they're back. Netflix is buying these Westerns, and they're the best movies they put out. Most of Netflix movies are just dog piles of horse shit.
I also loved old what's it called? Old Henry, which just came out, which is great.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, that's a humdinger.
And there's a black one too that came out, The Harder They Fall, and that one's very stylish. It's Lawrence Bender. But either way, Westerns are back, and I think it's because you try to always figure, why do things pop? Why do things kind of take over? And I think it's because all we do is look at our phones. All we do is this digital bullshit, and this is gritty. It's men out in the range fighting, fucking, and killing Native Americans, baby. It's the baseline living.
And that show's huge, too, the Kevin Costner
Yellowstone!
Joint. Yellowstone is big, and now there's like a pre-Yellowstone, which I hate the sequels.
Prequel.
A prequel. Now there's it's like the Star Wars is with a story. Here's Yoda's cousin. It's like
Jar Jar. Get out of here.
Like, we got to, if something's working, you got to go, oh, well, this is.
This is Jabba the Hutt's postman over here coming in.
I think I just thought of something brilliant. This might be something. Here's a moment. I just had an idea.
Ooh.
A cartoon show, maybe for the Patreon. It's Little Tuesdays. It's us as kids.
L-I-L apostrophe.
Something like that.
Yeah,
yes.
Lil.
I
like it.
It's the Lil Gays. Lil Gays.
Lil Gays.
It's Lil Gays, and it's you and me, and we're sitting in the chairs, and our feet are like here. We got the short legs. People love when the feet don't hit the floor.
People love the dangling feet.
Anytime a foot doesn't hit the floor, people are happy. Veter, people like them.
Yes, the other guy.
It's us sitting
Brad
here,
Williams.
and you get little kid, and we're going like this. My dad jizzed in my face.
Oh, this is
gold.
gold.
You came in my butt.
This is
big.
big, baby.
Is this big?
This is big.
Call in if this is big. The phones are already lighting up.
It's not big. It's Lil.
It's Lil.
This is gold.
Lil Gays.
Lil Gays.
And it's cartoons, and we talk about elementary type of stuff.
All right, moms, I want you to write in, send in photos of your children, and make them look gay.
So they go, you have a thing where you go, today I was at the nursery, and this kid, he sticks his thermometer up his ass.
Right.
Thermometer. What's the thing you suck on?
A lollipop.
Pacifier.
Lollipop. Pacifier.
Yeah, pacifier.
I was thinking cock.
I can't wait to have audition videos of kids going, my mom's gay. Blacks.
I mean, we could just get Joe Mackey.
That's true.
Hey, gang.
I think he's older than us.
But you just get, the kid he put his pacifier in the rug. You don't do that. I'm sorry.
Right. You can't go rugged about.
Yeah, he's on the bus. He's sitting in the back. Well, I'm gold, baby.
Yeah, Rosa Parks.
She stinks.
I like it.
This could be fun. The Lil Gays
Lil Gays.
cartoon. Can
Boy.
someone draw this up?
This is great news. I love it. We got to pitch this.
And the kid, I'll have glasses with teeny little dot eyes. I never had that, but it's fun. The thick, the kid with the glasses that don't fit.
I mean, with the big mouth kids look like us enough, we could almost just use them.
Who's the big mouth kids?
Oh,
what does that mean?
pull them
small
up.
Mouth kid.
I made a clip of us once, and it's just the kids from the show Big Mouth on Netflix.
I don't know Big Mouth.
What? Mulaney and Nick Kroll's show? It's a cartoon.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They look just like us. That's all I'm saying.
Well, interesting.
It's a tall kid with glasses and a short kid with curly hair.
The Lil Gays. I mean, this could be huge.
Lil Gays is something.
It's funny because I hate the prequels, but we make our own prequel. It's pretty good.
Well, you bring kids in.
I mean, I got a picture of them, but I don't know how well you can see it from here.
Yeah, you
I
got to get
can't
them
see
two
Peter.
together.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Get
that.
the others out of there.
I've
Look
seen
at
that
this.
on the
Look at that.
Instagram.
Yeah, look, that's us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
me and you. That's dead
not
on.
bad.
They're kids.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. All right.
I don't think we could just take their artwork, though.
No,
I think that's frowned upon.
no. Although I think Mulaney quit the business.
No, I thought he's back.
Oh, okay.
He's around.
He's off the, bebopping and scatting with the old Mun.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to hit the clock, so I have no idea what's going on, where we are. I feel like we're about 8 minutes. 19.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Lil Gays is big, baby. I need some child actors in here. We'll teach them the ropes. We'll show them how to say, lay it on me, fatty.
Jizz, yeah, exactly.
This is good.
That could be something. I don't know.
We can
It's
even
fun.
mix it up, too, and go, we'll do a lady show where 2 women do us, and then we do a black show where 2 blacks come in.
Oh, that's like the full franchise down the road. That's what everyone's like. It's not the same anymore. And then by that point, it's all corporate out and tamed. And it's like,
exactly.
don't touch my bum. And they're like, they used to say come in the ass.
Yeah. Lay it on me, fat man.
Yeah.
Don't say fat man. It's shaming, You get it.
Shit, better stick that in my ass and see if I come.
Motherfucker. Right on my face.
All right. Well, we're going to shut down.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way we're going to get away. I feel like we're going to leave the studio and there's going to be 14 people in suits with their arms folded just in the break room going, you're out.
And one guy with a pipe doing this.
Oh, like a pipe. I thought you meant like a...
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Metal pipe, lead pipe. By the way, you ever look at the game Clue? It's all horrific. They got the gun, I guess.
I never played Clue.
You never played
care
Clue?
about Clue. No.
Clue was big in my home.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about Clue.
It's pretty much child abuse, trying to get a kid to play with a board game now. With all the gadgets and whatnots, the hoverboards and the shits out there, you give a kid a Clue game, and it's... You should be put in a home. Or like those, what are those parent people? The bad parents. What do you call those?
Oh, mom and dad?
No, the people that arrest parents. Child Protective Agency.
Oh, Child Services.
CPA.
Yeah.
There
DSS.
you go. Yeah, anybody with Clue. It's a noose, it's a lead pipe, it's a candlestick. Come on. Never played.
No, never played one
There's
time.
your
my whole life.
Patreon. Patreon, me and you going through a full game of Clue. It'll take 6 hours.
I'd love to play Clue.
All right, I'll teach you the ropes.
I don't have a clue. We have to get one.
There you go. I'll clue you in. Nothing,
Clueless.
no life, no Monopoly, no Candyland, no
Well, where you
shoots
go?
and
That's quite a
ladders.
jump. No, we played games all the time, just not Clue.
Oh, okay. I thought
I
you were
played
I thought you were-
Monopoly. No.
thought you were
What are we,
anti-board.
assholes? No, I love a board. We played
right.
a lot of...
I'm bored.
We played some Scrabble. We played a lot of Monopoly. Big cards. We were big poker people. Even as a kid, we were playing poker.
Poker in the rear, yeah. We didn't do poker. That's interesting.
Yeah, we were a big drunk poker thing. I had a thought. I had something sexy, something fun.
Uno? You ever touch Uno?
A little bit of Uno, more Go Fish.
Go Fish was big.
We still play a lot of cards. That's my family. That's the only time we're having a
Really?
good time is playing cards. Oh,
That's
yeah.
nice.
We're all cards. And Pictionary, Party Edition.
Pictionary is underrated.
That was big. We get charades going a good amount. We're all games. My house, if you come to my house, it's games.
Now, what if you don't want to play a game? Can you opt out, or is that...
Ask Sarah. I mean,
Oh, really?
you can opt out, but you look like an asshole. You're a stick in the mud. People will hate you forever.
It's just a commitment. That's the problem with the games, is the commitment.
But it's better than a no game, because then the commitment is like, where are you from?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Good point,
That
good point.
stinks. Then you got to be like, well, I went to high school. A black kid tripped me. I had a tie on. Oh, really? Oh.
Now I'm triggered.
So now you got to play you want to play the games. But going back, just one last thing about these generations and the stuff. This is so sad. I have a kid I know who, I don't want to identify the kid, but there's a kid in my life, a lot of kids in my life, but this one kid, he's obsessed with football. Like, obsessed, knows the stats, the players, every team, free agency, but...
Autism, or just...
just regular.
Okay.
But when the game is on, he's not watching.
Oh,
he's on
interesting.
TikTok.
Interesting.
Like, literally, fourth quarter, Super Bowl, 21-18, 21-17, down the stretch, 2 minutes left. He's like this. Boop, 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 boop. I'm like, you're not looking.
Yeah.
But he loves football, but he can't even watch the game.
It sounds like he just likes the numbers of it. He likes the mechanics. He doesn't actually like the play.
Well, it's the TikTok. Because on TikTok, it's a football player making a run. Like, he'll literally be like, look at this. You ever see this? This is Barry Sanders. I'm like, I was alive. I watched it happen on the
Right.
TV. You're missing this game.
You know what it is? This comes back to the movie thing. People can't watch a full movie now, but they'll watch TikTok for 9 hours. They can't watch 6 hours
Exactly.
of movie. You can choose. They want to pick. I want to watch this when I want to watch it, how I want to watch it.
And it's quick because you can scan to the next one. I don't like it. Next one.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
Whereas
I
this
don't like
football
it.
game is just glued to your TV and you have no options.
Exactly. I got rice somewhere in my mouth here.
Yeah, no,
All right.
it's bad. It's bad news. But it's like podcasting. Who listens to the radio? But with pod, you go, oh, I'm going to download this for my flight. Where's the radio? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, is this something? And you had to just go with what they had.
But you lose the surprise. The surprise was so fun.
The surprise was great. Oh, that's that song. It's the end of the world, and I'm blowing. It was great.
What about when you had to try to record a song?
Oh.
That was exciting. You had to wait and record. I mean, we're losing the kids in this one.
Yeah, but it was a different time.
Time.
Aren't you glad you grew up before all that shit? You saw a little bit of life. I played Go Fish with my grandma, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
I would change some things.
Including my underwear.
I could use about 3 inches of height, I'd say.
Well, you can't change that.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
But if I could.
Oh, I see.
But yeah. It was a different time, a better time. But now we sound like those comics who do all nostalgia bits. Back in my day, you had to pull the lawnmower string.
I know. What are we doing? What are we becoming? How about this? Speaking of generations and young kids and missing things, the other day, I'm sitting around at the stand. I talked about it with Steve Rogers, and we're talking comedies, funny stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's never seen This Is Spinal Tap.
There's a lot of that now.
Never seen it, and he's a rock. He loves cheese dick 80s rock. He listens to Foreigner and like Kansas. I mean, he's a real
Really?
dweeb, this
What
kid.
a nerd.
Huge cock, though.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
So I'm like, he laughs at everything. Nobody loves comedy more than this guy. He laughs more than anybody, and he loves cheese dick comedy. I mean, rock and roll. And I'm like, you got to come over. Tomorrow night screening my house. It's Saturday night, so he's got nothing to do. So I took the night off. I said, hey, come on over. We sat there. We had a little screening. We watched This Is Spinal Tap. Quite a fun night.
What do you think?
He laughed, but he didn't laugh as much as I wanted him to.
See, that's tough. I empathize with the big dick there, not because I have one, but because when someone shows you something, I don't feel like I can enjoy it as much. You got to see this. Sit down right now. We're putting it on. Put the seatbelt on. Watch it. That's it. And you go, okay, now you're watching me watch it. Now I got to react. It's a nightmare.
But I have to say, I know what you mean. I completely agree. I've been in that spot where they hold the computer to your face. Check this out.
I hate the hold.
Check it out. And you're like,
yes,
all right,
yes.
it's funny. But this was, I'm good at presenting because I don't do the what. I hate those people. I got a friend. He never. Oh my God. He's like, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? You're like, I didn't see it. What do you want me to do? I saw a bunch of other stuff.
Yes.
I watched all this stuff. I didn't see this one thing. I'm sorry
Right.
I didn't see the thing you wanted me to see.
Never heard of corduroy.
So I said we should watch it. This is how I do it. Let me tell you this. I'll recreate.
I'll be Rogers.
You're
Hold
Rogers.
on.
Yeah. So you got the huge cock there.
Yeah.
And I go, this is Spinal Tap. Obviously, that's like my top 5.
Oh, I never caught it.
You never saw This is Spinal Tap?
Nah,
That surprises
once.
me. 'cause
Never
you
seen
love
it.
comedy.
Yeah, I love comedy. Seen a lot of comedy movies. Never caught that one though. Just slipped by.
I'm surprised. What are you doing tomorrow night? You got spots?
No, I got COVID, so I'm gonna stay in.
Why don't you come over and we'll watch it? It's great. You're gonna love it.
All right, I don't know. I'd prefer to stay home.
No, it's gonna be a good time. We live in the same home. You come over to my house. We kiss on the lips.
Shit, that was a big regret of mine.
We'll watch Spinal Tap. So I did kind of that thing.
Okay,
I
that's
did
not
that.
bad. That's
and then
not
I
bad.
sat down and I said, it's one of my favorites. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
And we watched it. And he laughed hard at a bunch of spots. But what's hard with Spinal Tap is there's so many subtleties
Yes.
that you laugh more each time you see it.
Yes.
So, and then it's not like they're not like, and here's the joke. They're just talking straight through.
Right.
So you're like, did you hear that? You want to be like, did you miss that?
I know.
Because he just said they were so bad they were booing them when we were on stage. Did you miss that?
Yes.
How did you not laugh at that?
I know exactly what
But
you
I
mean.
think they miss it
They miss everything.
because it just goes quick. But I'm like, that's literally my favorite joke of all time.
Right.
That band was so bad they were still booing them while we were on stage.
Right.
I mean, that's like the funniest joke anyone's ever made ever, and he
Yeah.
went right by him.
I know. Shit
was
sandwich.
frustrated.
It all goes by.
I mean, shit sandwich he laughed at.
Okay.
Smell the glove. I mean, this line's like, it wasn't a glove, I assure you. I'm like, are you not dying? They were shoving their cock in the face of the kid.
I had the same thing with the lady's a younger dame here, and she's obsessed with the TikToks and all that. And she thinks watching a movie is having a movie on while scrolling. That's just what she thinks a movie is.
I got a friend like that too.
I've said, look, we're gonna watch this, and I'll take the phone out of her hand. It's a little dad like, which I think turns her on. But I take the phone out, and I go, you're watching this movie, and I had the best revenge because I could tell she was just doing it for me. She didn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about anything. But she put it on.
Women or young people?
Young people
okay.
and my lady. So it's on, and she's just...
Is she a they?
What do you mean? Did I say
they?
Oh yeah, she's everything. She's
I got you.
trans, neutral, bi, national, whatever. But she's watching it, and I could tell she's white knuckling it. And later, I went to party with her. The movie comes up naturally, and they're all like, "Oh, I love that! Oh my god, how about that part?" And I relished in the fact that she couldn't enjoy the conversation because she was like, "Oh, I think I missed that part. Oh, I was scrolling through that part. I was watching," and I'm like, "Yeah, you fucking cunt! How do you like it now? You missed the whole fucking movie. Now you don't get. This is what it's all about. It's about enjoying it. It's about talking about it later. It's about living your life.
Mustard and relish.
Yes, put it in my ass.
Yeah, I got a friend like that. How about this? You ever have this? This is like, it makes me want to take a gun and shove it right in a vagina and shoot.
Ooh, I'd like to see that.
Well, yeah, you should see what a 357 Magnum will do to a woman's pussy. That you should see.
What's that from?
That was Taxi Driver. Martin Scorsese when he's in the back.
I was thinking Spinal Tap.
It was from my wedding night.
Yeah.
So my dad's best man speech. What? He was my best man. That's ridiculous. Anyways,
You think he'll be mine?
what's that?
Never mind.
I mean, he's probably available. He doesn't say much.
I just want to see him talk. That's the only reason I'll hire him.
I'd love if he just peeled that mustache off and said, "Here's to you," and threw it in the crowd like a bouquet.
I didn't see that coming.
Is the bouquet you throw?
Yeah.
Don't you throw the leg thing too?
You throw a lot of things at a wedding. You throw rice. You throw your back out.
You throw up.
Yeah.
On her tits because she's gross.
You throw the game. Yeah. I throw on the white towel.
What was I gonna say?
Your dad's gay. He's got a mustache.
No, it was before that. Oh, when the person chooses the movie and then looks at their phone.
Oh.
And I go, no. You chose. You're all in. You can't choose the movie. And now I don't look at my phone during movies.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting here watching a movie that I don't want to watch, and you're looking at TikTok, and I'm watching Little House on the Prairie, whatever horse shit you chose.
So with you. That's a horrible movie and show. I'm with you. You picked it. You deal with it.
Yes.
Now, how about this one? If we're talking about guns and a clam, I'm going to put that silencer right in your snatch there, sister. What the hell are you doing here, by the way?
I'm trying something out.
You look like Spider-Man on a wall here.
Thermals, I'm dying.
Jesus,
thermal
what
underwear.
is it? What is this?
It's 150
Fargo?
degrees in here. It's literally 20 degrees outside.
Oh, man, that is a wet ankle. Man, I got my nose on it.
I haven't changed. I got to wear thermals. I changed my life. I got a winter hat and thermal underwear, big socks, and a big coat.
I feel like you're working on the docks or something. It's not that cold, is it?
It's 11. Are you shitting me?
It's 30 degrees outside.
30 is low. Well, first of all,
30 is
I
low,
think
but it ain't thermal underwear.
oh, it's
You got a
thermal. No,
condom
it's
on.
28 degrees right now.
All right, I was close.
28 degrees. That means if you put this cup of water outside, it would freeze in a couple days.
A couple days. All right.
minute.
Well,
I don't know. How long does it take water
my
to
aunt would
freeze?
in a couple days in Hawaii. But here's the point: antifreeze. So, I'm at a comedy show. I'm headlining. The opener is on. A funny guy. This guy is in the background. I'm in the back hiding, like waiting to go on. I'm watching the guy to see if he does any jokes I do. I'm in the back. I already hate this audience. I hate the club. I hate the city. I hate life. I hate my dad. This guy is in the back with his girlfriend, and he's going, look at this. He's showing her TikToks of funny shit during a comedy show.
I know.
And the crowd is dying laughing. The guy's killing, and he just couldn't. Why? And I'd watch him put his phone down. I studied this guy. I was like, all right, he put his phone down. Now he's going to watch. But you could see he just, he'd get like 30 seconds. He would be like, this isn't blowing my mind right now, so I'm out.
Well, and they're joining in the middle of something.
Yes.
So they're like, I can't follow this, whatever, it stinks.
But they're joining the middle because on his fault.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction. And then I caught myself reaching for my phone. I said, no, you don't want to be that guy.
The freeze thing reminded me, this isn't even a great story, but the night, it was back in 2011, Cardinals-Rangers World Series was when the Nick and Hardy show was on.
Oh, wow.
They were doing the Sirius radio show, and they were on at the same time as the World Series. So they're watching the game, and Nick goes, Michael Freeze just hit a home run, a walk-off home run. And Hardy goes, it's David Freeze. And Nick goes, well, Mr. Freeze. It fucking made me laugh. Fucking so hard.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Mr.
Freeze.
Fucking gold. Gold,
great
Jerry.
joke.
Oh, God, it was so funny. Off the cuff.
What
Nobody
a
funnier.
funny time for those two people, of all people, to have a fucking... Men in suits had their money behind those two.
Can you imagine any corporation giving those two guys something?
Insane, but that's what comedy was back then. It's like, these two guys are funny. I know, but one's a drug addict and one's a psychopath. I know, but they're funny.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
It was a hell of a time. I mean, they got fired, obviously. I mean, Nick did.
Yeah, they made a lot of cash, though, I think.
Oh, yeah. Big money.
Hey, folks. Tuesdays with Stories is sponsored by Liquid IV. The last of the eggnog is gone. The champagne is flat. It's time to get back to work, and nothing helps me bounce back faster from all that holiday cheer than Liquid IV. Oh, yeah. Screw dry January. We've all caved. I'm hungover. You're gay. Time to hydrate the body. It's all about hydration. Get that Liquid IV in you. It tastes good. It feels good. I like it. Helps me feel better about being so dried out. 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. Made with premium ingredients, Liquid IV is vegan, non-GMO, free of gluten, dairy, and soy. And they support frontline workers to stay healthy. Liquid IV is donated to hospitals, EMS, food banks, veterans, and active military. Over 19 million servings donated so far. I think 18 million of those were sent to my house. Thank you, Liquid IV. So, just for you gays, grab Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Tuesdays at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use promo code Tuesdays at liquidiv.com. Experience hydration today at liquidiv.com. Promo code Tuesdays. Support the show and get 25% off anything you order at liquidiv.com. Promo code Tuesdays. I like the pina colada. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Manscaped. Roses are red, violets are blue, but don't let a wild pube wreck you. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, Manscaped is here for you with the best tools to get your balls ready for the special occasion. It's time to join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. With our exclusive offer, go to manscaped.com and use code Tuesdays for 20% off and free shipping. You got to get on Manscaped, folks. They got the best stuff. The Weed Whacker, that's a good one. The lawn mower, it's got a light on it. It makes trimming your genitalia, your delicates down there. It's all very scary. You don't want to nick a vein or cut a foreskin. This is good stuff. They thought of everything. They got ball wash and dick wash, all this stuff. These towelettes. So if you skip a shower, you can rinse up down there without having to get wet. It's good stuff. I like it. I travel with it. I keep it in the bag just in case. You never know. You got to trim up sometimes. Sometimes full bush can cover the whole tree, if you know what I'm saying. It all starts with the lawnmower body trimmer, the best trimmer on the market for your balls, butt, and body. And their Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes. And now you can pair that with Manscaped's new body wash with aloe vera and sea salt. And just in time for the most romantic day of the year, Manscaped introduces their refined cologne. Now the rest of your body can smell just as good as your balls. Vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free. All these products are legit. Your balls and your lady will thank you. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Tuesdays at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use code Tuesdays. Join Cupid and shoot your arrow with Manscaped this Valentine's Day. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. We love Sheath. It's 2022, and your balls and penis are still touching inside your underwear? Come on! Sounds a little fruity to me. That's why Sheath Underwear is here, to keep everything on you that dangles separate but equal. Hey, the Capulets and the Montagues, Israel and Palestine, rollerbladers and skateboarders, you need a little separation sometimes. Lindsay Lohan and her father, whatever it is. You got to separate. Look, it's tough sledding down there sometimes. We got all these undies and we got all these genitals rubbing up against each other all day long. The shaft and the balls just constantly at it all day. Friction, too much friction. Separate. It's nice. You'd be surprised what happens when your balls and dick get a little me time. Sheath has searched the globe, leaving not one stone unturned in order to find the most exquisite blends of quality fabrics to use in their products. The simple yet elegant design of their Zen pouch is just like a kangaroo pouch, keeping your joey comfortably dry and separated from the inner thigh region. The dual pouch also features a circular seamed urination hole. Urination hole is my nickname in high school. By the way, it makes the fly easy access. The idea for sheath came from the old Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's the hot vampire guy. He's a U.S. Army soldier and Tuesday, mind you. And he did his second tour of Iraq. So he knows about keeping your balls cool under pressure. Go to sheathunderwear.com and order with promo code TUESGAYS to get 20% off your first order and Sheath's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code TUESGAYS. Go get it. Get Sheath Underwear and let them support your balls. 20% off with code TUESGAYS at sheathunderwear.com. Thank you.
Anyways, let me tell my COVID story because it's been about 9 months. I've been over it for 6 weeks.
Please.
As you can hear.
Lay it on me. Look, you look like a creamsicle. I got red, I got chocolate, I got vanilla, and then I got gray.
You got to go thermal. It'll change your life. I know everyone teases me. You poke fun. It's 28 degrees outside.
I get it. The problem is when you get in the house and then you're like...
Well, this is goofy. I wear these around my house. It's fine. It's goofy hot. We got the lights on, and who told you to put the bomb on?
Chuck is radiating heat.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Nothing. It says view weather in Austin. Nice.
So, that smelled weird.
Oh, you know what's going to be great is when the, that's that Chipotle with the little silent re and then semen. The Lil Gays are going to have the cutest fart. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Get a little tight buttholes farting.
That was fun. So let me talk about this COVID business because I'm a little nervous. There's got to be a disclaimer here. If you are triggered by stories of mass spreading, this is...
well, you already spread your legs here, so might as well keep it going. There we go.
This is ugly.
All right, well, it's a couple weeks ago, so the damage is done anyway.
Yeah, a lot of damage done.
Yeah, a couple kids died. I think an old lady. You pulled a Cuomo and killed about 1,000 old people.
So going back a ways, we're going into the weekend leading up to the week of Christmas. This is like the weekend of like 1819.
Wow, that's something a long time ago.
Something like that.
1819.
Yeah, that's the year I started comedy, but... So I get a cold, cold season, flu season. Now Omicron has hit the shores,
rabbit season,
and it's hit its running. It's milder, but it's the most infectious disease since herpes.
Sure.
And so everyone's getting it, and I'm at the cellar. Everyone's getting the thing.
Everybody.
And I want it because I got this quiet period. I got my special out of the way. Ronan had to cancel his special. The whole thing, everything's getting canceled here, canceled there. And I'm like, I want COVID bad because I want to knock it out during the holiday season.
Yeah, lay it on me.
You don't miss any shows. It's mild. Knock it out because eventually everyone's going to get it and they want you to stay inside, which went from stay in for 48 days to stay in for 3 hours.
They cut that puppy right in half.
Because we're losing the workforce. So I get the cold. Sarah's gone. She goes to San Antonio with Ari. I'm at home, sitting there. I get a stuffed nose, a couple sneezes, and I'm clearing my throat. And I go, oh, shit, I better go get tested. So this is right when the Omicron exploded in New York, and everyone's getting ready to travel. I go to a place to get tested. It's $400 for a rapid whatever.
That's how they get you.
So I said, I'm not paying $400. There's like a test that costs $100. That's like, we'll get it back to you, we promise, or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's no line. Because there's lines everywhere. It's
a lot
insane.
of lines, like Coke.
So I sign up. I go, all right, I guess I'll spend $100 because I got to travel the whole thing, go see my mother-in-law, bullshit. Give them $100, and they go, the next test is in 3 hours, so come back. I'm like, all right, well, this is out of control. I leave there, I walk out, and they're setting up a tent. You see them, like, clicking the tent in, and there's, like, 4 people in line. So I go, hey, what's going on here? And they go, this is the free COVID tent. They're opening up in about 10 minutes. So I go, all right, maybe I'll get the free COVID.
Yeah, get free COVID. COVID for free.
I jump in the free COVID line. I wait there for about a half an hour because they're setting up. And there's a guy in front of me who's a Tuesday.
Get the fuck out of tits.
He turns around. He goes, hey, I don't want to, betray your privacy or whatever, but I'm a big Tuesday. I love your shit.
Hey, how do you like that?
I say, hey, great to see you, my man. Well, I high-five him. We touch dicks.
Wait till he sees the Lil Gays.
Then I get up to the tent, and it's intense. No pun intended. The guy's like yelling at the woman. She's like, where's Bertha? She went on lunch. It's not even 10 a.m. She went to. They're all screaming. It's just a mess.
Classic Bertha.
It's a mess. So they're giving out rapids and a PCR, and they go, "Which one do you want?" And I go, "Well, what's the difference? Can I get one of each?" And they go, "Yeah. I swipe and then you swipe." Because I think the rapid's nice because I'm going to the cellar that night, so I can go. Okay, I got my spot. So they give me the rapid. I go, great. Then they get the PCR, more accurate test.
Yes.
That takes 24 hours.
Politically correct retarded.
There you go. So I go, give me one of each. They swoop the left, they swoop the right. Just getting ready for Lil Gays.
Yeah, right.
So I walk away. I go, great. I just had 2 tests. I'm sitting around, and then I'm going, well, I have that appointment for the other test. It was $100. I already paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, a couple hours pass. I go, maybe I'll go get that one too, just to make sure, just in case that free test was a little weird.
Yeah, you got 2 for now.
Yeah. And plus, I think this is how I think about spending. I already spent $100. So if I get 3 tests, I'm down to $33 a test.
That's pretty good.
And I got nothing to do.
Not bad, 33.
So I walk back up there. I got the appointment. Hey, Mr. List, what's up? Swipe it again. I kind of like it. It gives you like dopamines. I'm doing something.
That's true, and you feel responsible. You feel like, hey, I'm taking advantage. I'm a good citizen.
I'm trying things. So I go home. I got the cold, and then you start going, well, maybe I have COVID. Maybe I don't have COVID. He has COVID. She has COVID. I sneezed twice. I shit my pants. I came on my tits.
Yep.
You know, if you're putting everything together.
Classic Friday.
Then I get no results from the free one. The rapid's supposed to come back in a half hour to an hour.
You got ghosted.
So I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours have passed. No results.
This is a very rapid.
Not rapid. Then I get a message on Instagram from a guy going, hey, I'm the guy, the Tuesday you met. Did you get those rapid results? I go, I haven't.
You guys are buddies now.
So 24 more hours passed. The next day, I get the results of the $100 test. Negative.
Okay.
I go, great, perfect. I don't have COVID. It's probably a cold, whatever. Never get the results from the other 2 tests. I waited in line for like a half an hour. These free tests, the tent. Never got results.
Shoddy work over here.
Exactly. So I go, COVID scare averted. I'm going to the cellar. I go do my spots. I go, hey, I got a cold. I'm sorry. I'm dripping and drapping, but I don't have COVID. Don't worry about it. Then I feel better for about 3 days. I'm like, great, it wasn't COVID. I'm 100%.
You had a little illness, you felt.
A little cold.
A little gooky, a little gooey.
But I took the emergency, drank some of that.
Love it.
I'm back. I feel fine.
That zinc is big, too. You got to get the zinc.
Yes. So I had some zinc, some vitamin C, whatever. I'm back. 3 days later, time to go to Texas for the holidays.
Tejas.
Yes. Love Texas.
Texas toast.
I'm on the plane. I'm sitting there going, all right, off we go to Texas.
And no mask. You hate masks.
Well, I'm wearing a mask on the plane. That's a mandate required.
I see. I'd love a mandate. Had one of those in the 80s.
So I'm on the plane. Now, I wear the mask, but I make sure I get a couple beverages so I can pull that thing right down.
Nothing wrong with that.
Have a couple sips of the drink.
Yes.
So I go, you always have that drink. You got the mask down, they come by, you go, water.
I get it.
Water.
I just keep a straw with no cup. I'm like.
So, and I'm feeling good. I got my negative test. So I'm on the plane. All of a sudden, my head starts to hurt a little bit, and I got a scratch in the throat.
Oh, head and scratch.
But often I get headaches on a plane because it's very stressful.
And there's no, you lose hydration on a plane.
Hydration, the sinuses, and then, so whatever. Then I get the tickle, and I have reflux. I'm like, well, I've been eating a lot of marinara. I had a couple cookies, but it's worse than normal. It's making me want to cough a little. It's like, I got that on the plane.
Oh, you turn into James Brown.
Hey, hey. I think that was pretty good.
That wasn't bad.
Hey.
It's a man's world.
Move it, yeah. Groove it, yeah. Anyways, I'm on the plane, and then I text Sarah. I got the internet there, and I text Sarah. I go, hey, I don't want to be an alarmist, but I might have to get another COVID test. My throat is really bothering me, and I got a headache. But it might just be a stress headache and a jizz throat.
Sure, and she didn't care.
I land in Houston, Texas, no mask land. Get there, we're sitting in traffic, and my head is now like pounding.
Oh, wow,
Pounding head. But
pound cake.
I get migraines occasionally. I'm a stressed out guy every once in a while. So I go, I take Tylenol, I take a shower. You like to whoosh it out.
Whoosh, I love a whoosh.
See your mother, the three of us. We go straight to Chachi's in Kingwood, Texas. I love this
What
restaurant.
the hell's a Chachi?
Mexican restaurant, just queso Mexican. Tex-Mex. You know what I mean?
They got cheese there. I gotcha.
But this is first class Tex-Mex. They're real Mexicans in there.
I love a good Tex-Mex. I like Tex-Mex more than Mex.
Oh, my God. Mex can't even come close to Tex-Mex.
I hate Mex. I say Mex should get out of the country.
I go to California, I eat Mex. I'm like, get out of here. I'm going to Chipotle.
Yeah, I prefer Chex-Mex.
In California, I'll go to Chipotle. In Texas, I don't go to Chipotle.
Ah.
I mean, occasionally, we've been to Chipotle in Texas.
You got that right.
But, anyways, let me get right to it.
Please.
So we're at Chachi's. We're in there eating. I'm going, boy, I got my reflexes really kicking it up here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the rest. We did sit outside, to be fair,
right,
just in case there's going to be hate.
Outside in a tent with 8 people.
So we're out there eating the Tex-Mex. I got the headache. I finish. I have like the craziest shits ever. I get home and I'm just like, I'm blasting out. But I'm like, it can't be the queso. I ate it 10 minutes ago and I eat it every day.
Was it diarrhea?
I'm sorry?
Was it diarrhea?
Oh.
Or was it just a long log?
It was long, but some extra business.
You
know what I mean?
A little shrapnel.
Like it was like a big bus
Shitnel.
that had an oil leak.
Bus with an oil leak. So
Yeah.
you were shit out speed.
Yeah, it was a little
movie.
bit cans. So I have a good shit and a headache, but I chalk it up to travel, whatever. Take some Tylenol, PM, sleep, wake up the next day. Now I got that jizz throat still.
Been there.
And I go, I'm starting to feel a little wacky. And I have the big show that night.
Big show.
Secret group.
Great club. Andrew Youngblood. Shout out.
Couple hundred tickets sold, or whatever, 150 tickets sold, whatever it is.
Good room. We went there.
Oh, yeah, I love that room. The single best show of my career was there, Christmas 2019.
Is that right?
Oh, my God, it was the best.
And we got a Patreon from there. If you're on the Patreon, we did a live from Skankfest in that room.
With the guys from Are You Garbage, great episode.
Oh, you good eggs.
So much great shit on the Patreon, and we're cranking it up, by the way.
Craig, we got Chuck on the 1s and 2s, dialing it up, baby.
A lot of killer stuff in there.
All
So
right.
sign up today.
So you're shitting blood.
So I shit. The next morning I wake up and I got a little bit of a cough. Nothing crazy, but dry cough. And I go, I got to go get tested. Your mother's downstairs. I know it's annoying, but I feel like we're going to meet up with your family. So I start texting the family because we're going there the next day. We're going to meet them in Hill Country.
The big family.
So I text the whole group, the whole siblings. I go, listen, I'm going to get tested. I got sick. They go, we don't give a shit. We're having a great time. We love you. We don't want to be without you. You're number one.
Texas, baby.
You exude warmth. We just want to be with you.
Thank you.
So I say, great. So we go down. We get tested again. It's a in this place, in Texas, nobody's getting tested. They don't give a fuck.
Well, that's nice for you. No line.
No testis. Texas testis.
Tetanus.
That sucked.
Tetris.
Tinnitus. So we go to this place. You have a doctor's appointment here. It's not like a big line, free-for-all. You go into it because it's free. So you go in. It's like a doctor's appointment. So I wait in line, not in line, in the lobby. Whatever, waiting room.
There it is.
I come in. The lady, wonderful, sweet lady. She takes my blood pressure. Perfect blood pressure.
Whoa.
Good
How
feeling.
do you like them apples? Speaking of pressure.
Good feeling. Perfect blood pressure. They take my temperature, 98.6. Perfect blood pressure. Gives me the test. She goes, we'll be back in 15 minutes. It's a rapid super test. A doctor comes in.
Oh, I hate a doc come.
Now, while I'm sitting there, I'm feeling funky now. I feel a
Oh,
little
really?
wacky. Just a little weird. Nothing crazy. I text Graham K., who I've been talking to that Sunday at the Comedy Cellar.
Okay.
I say, hey, Graham, how you doing? He goes, I was just about to text you. I got COVID.
Golden Grams.
I go, interesting, because I'm not feeling too hot. He goes, you're probably toast. That's a quote. And so I go, all right, well,
Texas
now I
toast.
know. I got COVID. The doctor's going to come in here right as I hang up with Graham. He walks in and goes, negative.
Come on.
Negativo. And I go, are you sure? Because I had a direct exposure. I feel a little woozy. I got a cough, and it seems a little weird. And the guy's like sitting with his hands in his pockets, legs crossed against the thing, goes, pal, it's negative.
Whoa,
He's
this
like,
guy's hip.
He hits the piece of paper. He's like, 97% accurate.
Wow.
Negative.
Who is this guy? John Wayne?
He's Texas. He's Texas doctor. And at this point, the story hadn't broke that these tests are shit.
Shit test.
So he goes, all right. I go, all right, beautiful. I got a doctor here. I got I did a take-home the night before. I did an at-home test, a fucking regular test, and then this doctor. So I go, giddy up. So I go out to Sarah. I come skipping out. I go, let's go to the bagel shop we love. Let's go to the supermarket. Let's go to Starbucks. Let's go to Panera Bread. And nobody wears masks in Texas.
Oh, man, you could have gone to an orgy, a rodeo. You're in.
Well, I'm not going to be the nerd from the big city with my glasses wearing a mask when no one else is wearing a mask. They don't even believe in the vaccine.
You got that right.
So I'm in there whining, dining, 69, and I'm getting started. And you know me, I can be quite warm. So I'm in there ordering coffees. I'm tipping. I'm at the wait staff.
Sure.
I'm hugging everybody. I go, hey, how about those texts? I'm giving headlocks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all over the city.
Spitting in their mouth, tweaking the tits.
I got 3 negative tests in a row. Bang, bang, bang. Negative, negative, negative.
And a doctor, a medical professional with a piece of paper and a lab coat.
And so a doctor sit there. He goes, "You're crazy." And none of them are wearing masks. Anyways, it's Texas. They go, "We don't wear masks. We don't give a shit." And all I got is a little scratchy throat and a headache. So I go, "Well, whatever." So I'm out gallivanting. We end up canceling the show because I'm like, I'm not feeling too good. And it feels weird to cancel. I don't want to. So I call Youngblood, and he goes, "Listen, we're shutting the club down next week. Everyone has Omicron. Our whole staff has it. If you want to cancel, it's no big deal."
Oh, he's a great guy.
Great guy. And he goes, "We can just reschedule." And I'm like, I don't know. I call my agent. You know me. I don't want to let people down. I go, I got fans. I've sold tickets. It feels weird, but I do feel funky. But maybe I'm just in my head. Maybe I'm crazy.
Sure.
And so finally we go, you know what? Let's just act. Because what if by chance, I'm testing. I don't want to just give all these people COVID. I feel like a prick and a dick and a chick. So
it's like a Dr. Seuss.
So we reschedule, and I go, that feels better. We go back out to dinner. We go back to Chachi's.
Wow, two Chachi's.
Oh, you know me. If I like something, I just triple up.
That's why I'm here.
You got that right. So I'm out there eating Mexican queso, shoving it in my ass. I'm tipping. I'm going to the bathroom. I burned my mask a couple days ago. As soon as you land in Texas, you go, they don't give a shit.
I feel the same way.
That's their policy.
You burn the mask, you buy a cowboy hat.
They don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So why should I care? When in Rome, you have anal.
The governor's in a fucking wheelchair.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Look it up.
By the way, the eye patch guy, his office is right next to Sarah's house. Crenshaw. Yes. He's right down the street.
Wow.
Same building her father had an office in. Isn't that fun?
Wow. Now, isn't that just a mask for your eye? That's kind of an eye mask.
COVID eye.
He's got COVID eye. That's the worst detective. COVID eye.
Cobra Kai. So...
I'm by.
So we rescheduled the show. Yep. Then we're sitting around, and you know when you go to see your mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is 108 years old. We're sitting there watching a show about the pyramids because that's what she's into.
Ooh, scheme?
No, the Egyptians, the slaves.
Oh, I see. Not the $10,000.
No, but I think we'd do well in there.
Oh, I would love to do that.
I still think we'd do good.
Patreon.
Yeah, we should set that up.
Let's
somehow.
set it up.
We could do one of those. Boom. We could play the head thing.
The heads up, 7-Up. What do you call
up.
that? Heads up.
Let's play heads up on Patreon.
Let's do it today.
That's gold.
I bet we'd mop the floor with that thing.
You got to buy an iPad though. I think. Or you could do a phone maybe.
Yes.
Oh, we got an iPad for that forehead.
Phone pillow. It is an iPad.
Yeah. I thought that was the joke you were making.
No.
That could be a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, let's keep it moving.
So,
wait, there we go.
So we're watching the pyramid thing.
Uh-huh.
Ask me, proctologist, Kramer. You are the ass man.
Yes, he's my white whale.
So, that we're watching the pyramid thing, and I'm sitting there and I go, you ever do this? You're like, test it, because I don't want to be a paranoid maniac. And Sarah has no empathy for anything whatsoever. She's just like, shut up, you bitch. You're a fucking loser.
I like that in a woman.
And so, oh no, I lost my puffy thing.
Oh, weird. I didn't even notice it go away.
I just noticed it too.
Where's my puffy thing?
I don't know. It's probably in your crotch. You put your microphone in your ass so many times.
Yeah, the farting. It might be up your ass. There it is. It literally came out of his asshole.
Did we get that? Are we getting that?
Oh, we're getting that.
This is too good.
I mean, is the sound going to be bad?
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I mean, we might win a cable ace for this app. All right, keep it going.
I forgot about the cable ace. Those are fun.
I love a cable ace. It's the only ace I like.
Cable deuce.
Ace of spades.
Acey deucey.
Ace freely.
Yeah.
Wow. I've got Ace Freely, and I've got Peter Criss. You're wearing a Weezer shirt, are you not?
I am, yes.
Well, I'm referencing them.
I like Weezer.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
I'm a Weezer right now because I got COVID brain.
Apparently.
Let me get right to it.
Please.
So, we're watching the pyramid stuff. Did you ever do this when you're feeling sick, but then you're like, am I sick? Where you turn your head quick? Because you want to see if you're... I'm like, am I dizzy? Am I crazy?
That's a good move.
So
I never
like,
did that.
I'm doing this, and I'm like, yeah, I think the world's taking a second to catch up.
He's foaming at the mouth.
And then I close my eyes, and it burns when it closes. You ever have that when you get like a fever?
Yes.
And I'm over here. They don't even notice me because they're like sitting on that side watching the pyramids. They're like, I didn't know that about the pyramids. And I'm like doing this, checking my temperature. I'm coughing into my mouth. I'm like swabbing my own mouth with my pinky and choking my ass to see if I come.
Right.
It's a whole thing. I'm kind of freaking out, but I have that moment of like, I'm really glad I'm not on stage right now.
Yes.
I feel fucking whacked out. And then I was like, do you guys have a thermometer? And they're like, we don't have a thermometer. And I'm like, all right, no sweat. Don't worry about it. And then her mother's like, you still worried about COVID? Like she said, like I was a bitch. And I was like, you're right. Never mind. I'm not worried. She's like, you got nothing but negative tests. And I'm like, all right, good point. Sorry. And I cough. Meanwhile, she's getting COVID right now. Not to spoil the story.
Oh, jeez. 108.
So I go, yeah, it's probably fine. But I did feel like, I'm glad I canceled that show because I feel crazy. Take Tylenol PM again, sleep the day away. I wake up the next morning, still feel a little jizzy, but not too bad.
Better.
We like to run.
Okay.
So I go, let's go run. I'll run it out. Whatever I have, it's probably reflux. Let's go for a run.
Get it all out.
I run 3.1 miles, a 5K. Feel pretty good. Couple coughs after, but I'm sweating. I'm running. I ran a good time, too, I'll say. Under 8 minutes a mile. Good hustle. Good sweat going. I'm like, now I'm back. I feel great.
All right. You're replenished.
All good in the hood. And but a couple coughs, still a couple wheezy peasy Japanesey. We go to our bagel shop. I go inside. I hug and kiss everybody. We wine and dine. We eat outside to be safe, but we're waiting in there for quite a while.
Oh, boy.
No masks.
Yeah.
So we leave. We're driving by. I see a drive-through testing site with no cars in it because it's Texas.
You got that right.
And I just grab the wheel and go, and I pull right in there.
Wow, this is like the 19th test this week.
I know. I go, give me one more test because we're going to meet the family.
Okay.
And I don't want to give COVID to 25 people, and I go, it's a rapid test. Maybe it's negative. And Sarah's getting mad at this point.
Wow.
She's like, you're a loser. You're a nerd. You're a queef. You're a douche. I should have married someone else. You stink. Your dick's too small. You gave me herpes.
She's mentioned these to me.
Yeah. So I go, just one more test. It's a drive-through. Who gives a shit? We'll be in the car.
Drive-through? They come out with a Q-tip in the window?
Oh, yeah. They come in. You put your license and your credit card in the bag. You send it off. You come back. She swabbed. Craziest swab I ever had. She held it in there.
Whoa.
I have no aversion to these tests whatsoever. She put it in there deep and held it.
Out of a window in a car?
Out of a window. I'm in the car like this.
Wow.
Holds it back there. My eyes twitching. She pulls it on. I'm like, if this thing's negative, we're free and clear.
You got AIDS then.
This thing is way up. I got something else. Because I'm also having this thing. I'm like, why am I sick twice in 3 days? I never get sick. I'm like, I had a cold 3 days ago.
Yes.
How can I be sick again? So now I'm hoping it's COVID because I'm worried about this. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me? I'm dying.
And this is right out of a window.
Right out of a window.
Man, I'd hate to see the herpes test.
Oh, I'll give it to you.
All right.
So we leave. We go, meet up with her mother, have dinner again at Chachi's probably. I don't know what we did for dinner that night. We're hanging out. Get the email. Negative.
Come on.
I got an at-home doctor appointment and a fucking drive-through. Negative. And I go, that's it. You're not going to hear another word from me. No COVID, which is a little frustrating because her sister's like, I bet you don't have COVID. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. But I get mad. I'm like this. Who are you to say I don't have COVID? What the fuck does that mean?
Right.
3 tests. I sent it to Ronan, who's my buddy. And he goes, was it a PCR?
Uh-oh.
And I go, fuck you. At some point, I got to believe these. I snapped.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck the PCR. I've had 3 different kinds of tests. I talked to a doctor. I don't have it. Fuck you. I'm like, at what point do you accept these tests?
Yes.
And he's like, I'm just saying, get a PCR if you can. I was like, fuck off. I said, fuck you. I was like, fuck
wow.
you. Shut up. I don't need
harsh.
a PCR. Get out of here, you fat Jew, you loser. You
what do we have? 48 different. We got a PCR, we got a rapid, we got a herpes. What are the other ones?
Antigen. There's something else. CPR.
Yes,
I think.
There's all kinds of these tests. It's too much. Give me one test that works and call it a day.
It's wild. So now we're off to Hill Country, which is outside of Austin. We drive. We're in the car. Her mother's 72. Sarah, we're singing along. We're dancing. I'm giving a hand job.
You're breathing on her.
We get there. Night one. All of a sudden, Sarah.
Oh, how do you like that?
She starts getting sick. And she's like sick, got a cold. I feel good. I'm hiking. I'm smoking cigars. I feel great. I ran. Iraq, Israel.
And I ran.
So Sarah's sick. Now all of a sudden everyone starts going, well, I wonder if you have COVID.
Oh, now that they're involved.
I go, she doesn't have COVID. She has what I had. This is what I had.
Right.
And it triggers me because I'm like, you guys thought I wasn't sick. Now she's sick. What do you think? I was just kidding?
Right.
And I'm like, she has the exact symptoms I had. She has what I had. And I don't have COVID. So how would she have COVID? She doesn't have COVID.
Exactly. And they didn't believe you. Now they believe her. What the hell?
So they're all going, maybe she has COVID. I don't know. Whatever. We hang out. Lovely Christmas. Just a great time. The hill country is beautiful.
Oh, yeah?
It's rolling hills, the big lake, Canyon Lake. We walk around the dam. Just a great time.
Oh, that's lunch.
Beautiful. Then we do 3 days there. Sarah's sick now. Everyone else feels fine. We pack up. We get back in the car. Her 85-year-old mother, Sarah, who's 65, and me. We drive back to Houston. Have a nice time.
Sure.
Now, as you remember, we're getting ready to go to fly home, then go to Philly to see Dr. Dog.
Oh, I love the DD.
Last shows ever.
Yep.
They're retiring. Then we got to do Dr. Dog. The next night, I'm taking my nephew, driving him up to Boston, taking my nephew to the Providence College game. You're from Rhode Island. They got a great squad this year. I'm taking him to the game. Top 25 battle against Seton Hall there.
There you go.
So this is the plan. But the Dr. Dog, everyone's canceling everything. They hold the line. They're like, we're doing our shows.
There you go. It's the last hurrah.
And I'm like, good for you. Fuck this rescheduling. Do the shows. Requires a negative test to get in.
You got 13 of those.
We're back in, but it's got to be within 48 hours.
I can't take any more tests.
And days have passed. I'm out gallivanting in Hill Country, stopping in every gas station to talk to Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right. Spread the good word.
Get it and spread it. I mean, we've been from Houston to Austin to Hill Country, everywhere in between, Canyon Lake, and stopped in 1 million grocery stores, Starbucks, coffee shops, and Buc-ee's.
It's like you're on a campaign to give people COVID.
It's wild. So you got to get tested. And I go, I know it's annoying. Why don't we go hit that drive-thru? Because we need the negative test anyways.
Back to the drive-thru.
We'll go to the drive-thru. Plus, Sarah's been sick, and I still have a lingering jizz.
I hate a lingering
but
jizz.
I'm fine. I'm running. I'm smoking. I'm hiking. I'm biking.
Yes, and fucking.
And fucking.
I knew it.
So
that's probably what gave it to her.
We hit the drive-thru. And we're leaving.
Right.
We had a 4:20 p.m. flight. We go around 1 p.m. We go. Couple swabs.
Sure.
In the car, lean out the door and go, great, now we got our negative test. We don't have to worry about it in Philly. We're going to the concert.
Man, you've taken more tests than an Asian kid.
So we go, and my father threw me off a building. So that's what happens to the kids, isn't it? Or they jump off the building because the father.
I see.
I guess the father doesn't throw them off the building.
I think they jump out of the iPhone factory.
Well, that's a building.
Okay, but there's a father.
But they jump off the NYU.
Oh, do
the
they?
NYU kid, right by the cellar a couple of years ago.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Was there a father?
I think the father was mad because she got a B-.
Oh, wow. Man, it's got to suck to be Asian.
Yeah.
Not to mention the hate.
Yeah, and the little dinks.
Squid Game.
But, so, now this episode might get us shot, killed.
Well, all right. Well, you're going to Philly.
So we get dropped at the airport.
I'm too invested.
All of a sudden, her mom is driving us to the airport. She's got a little...
a little milk and coffee.
And she's 77,
Yeah.
so her cough sounds a little grittier. It's a little Tom Waitsy.
Oh, shit.
It's a little bit like... Bleh, bleh.
Jesus.
And she's like, I got a little light headache. And we're like, huh.
Uh-oh.
Light headache.
She's old, man. She used to fuck Biden.
Light headache and a cough. Interesting. Well, we have the same thing. We were in the car. Whatever it is, it's whatever bug. And she's like, I think there's other bugs going around. Just because it's COVID doesn't mean AIDS went away and cancer and all that shit. So
Good point.
we go, yeah, good point. And we got the negative test. So she drops us off the airport. She's like, I love you, honey. have a good time out there. And we go, yeah, okay, we'll see you soon.
This New Yorker comes down and starts jizzing all over town.
So then we go through security, and this is just a side note. You're going to hate this so much.
Oh, I'm pissed already.
So I walk up to the clear. I'm clear. Sarah's not, so I say, go fuck yourself. I'll see you
Clear.
later. Walk up to the clear line. I go, this is clear, and there's two guys talking with the clear suits. And they
Oh,
go,
yeah.
Yep, go right through there.
They had clear suits on?
Yeah, you can see the dicks.
Jeez, that's pretty good.
So I walk all the way up the aisle. Then when I get to the end of the aisle, I see the clear machine is on this side of it. There's two aisles next to each other. The clear machine, where they fucking shoot your eyes and read your Social Security or whatever.
Sure.
It's right here, facing this way.
Okay.
Like, so it's here. And I was like, oh, oh shit. I thought he told me this was the clear aisle. I'm supposed to be right here. And this lady goes, you got to walk down. Walk back.
It's a rope, you psycho.
And I go, I got to walk all the way back. I can't just do this.
Yeah.
It's right here. It's literally here.
Right.
And I'm like, she's like, no, you can't. You got to go back.
Oh, I'm furious. I hate that shit.
And so I turn to the clear guy and I go, I can't just go, what? What? She's like,
Oh, the wave away. This is all they have.
I wanted to shoot this lady.
I hate her.
So I got to walk
should be
100
fired.
yards back this empty lane and then just do this and walk 100 yards back up to get to the same spot. And there's nobody here.
Oh, my Lord.
So all of it is just to walk up the thing. It doesn't make any sense. There's no sense.
I don't want to go on a rant here because we got a story to do and we got a show to wrap up, but this bothers me because this is where Karens come from. You know, you get the Karen video. Nobody shows this part of the crazy coos who goes, hey, you got to take a 20-minute detour to go 1 foot.
I'm not kidding. I mean, there's like, I guess, I don't know how far the camera can shoot. I mean, literally, it's standing here but facing that way.
Okay.
So I couldn't just do this.
Right.
I'm not joking. It's here.
Yes.
I had to walk 200 yards back.
Ah.
I'm like, what sense does that make? Anyway, so I did it.
I hope you gave her a little what for.
Well, then I walked up. So then I go through the clear, and I have my ticket, and I went to scan it at her thing. She's like, you don't scan. And I go, I'm sorry, I don't know how it works. Like that, which is pretty fun.
That's good.
I walk by her. I go through the super security. They pull my bag out. They go look through your bag. The guy goes, and the guy was very friendly. He goes, you got a cigar cutter in here? And I go, yeah, I got a cigar cutter. He goes, I got to find it. And I'm like, but you know what it is.
You know what it is, yeah.
So he empties my bag, and I was on vacation, so I have oatmeal in there, green. I'm just a bag full of shit.
Yeah.
He's pulling everything out. Long story short, the cigar cutter had seeped into my Tylenol box, a little pill box thing. It was in there, so we couldn't find. So we're tearing everything up.
Oh, the butt plug, the dildos, the heroin.
Finally, by the way, Sarah's now waiting for me. I got clear and pre-check, but she's already through because I had this guy.
The irony.
So we get through. We go, finally, that's over. I'm worried about your mom's cough. That's crazy. We walk up to the gate. The gate door opens. And they go, all right, pre-boarding, anyone with wheelchairs or club feet, get on now.
Oh, yeah, that's how they do it.
And I go, hey, we're Diamond now, so as soon as they're done with the idiots, we're in.
Damn, I'm gold.
So here we go. All right, next group to board. Hey, our results came in. Positive!
There we go!
Positive!
Now we're talking.
And I'm sitting there, I got my suitcase and my backpack, and they're literally going, Diamond, please welcome Diamond to the stage.
Wow, Diamond to the stage. What is it, a strip club?
And we looked at each other and go, what do you got? She's like, I just got a positive. I'm like, I got a positive. Oh my God, your mother's going to die. This is crazy.
Oh, your
and
mom's dead.
I'm like, do we get out of here? Should we leave? Should we call her and have her go pack up? Do we walk back through there? We're positive. We can't get on a plane if we're positive. And they're like, Diamond, hello, let's go. First class. We're first class.
You got to get on if you're first class. You're not going to bother anybody. You're facing the wrong way. You're
And
good.
We got our masks on. We're positive. We're through security. And we had checked bags. And I'm like, well, we got checked bags.
Oh,
What are
you
we
got
going to
checked
do?
bags. You
Our
gotta
bags are going to be in
fly.
the quarantine. They're going to take our bags off.
Yeah, you got to go to Dr. Dog. He's the doctor.
And she's like, what about my mother? My mother's dying. Oh, my God, what do we do about my mother? And I'm like, who gives a shit about your mother? Get on the goddamn plane.
It's their last show.
I grab her, and she's like, no, we can't do it. And I'm like pulling her like this. I'm like, we're getting on the goddamn plane. Just keep your mouth shut. And so now we can't talk about it because we're fucking on the plane. We can't have anyone hear us going, I'm sorry, did you say you're positive?
Yeah, right.
So we're both just going, I got my phone down to the darkest dim. I can't even see because I'm texting my mother, texting her mother. I'm like, everybody, we got COVID. Hi, get on the couch.
Oh,
we're
my
dying.
Lord.
I got to text the whole family. And her sister's like, oh my God, I hiccuped a couple times. I shit my pants.
You're basically a terrorist.
I got it.
You're a terrorist on a plane.
And I'm sitting there, and it was like the fucking poison at the Kramer episode with the roaches. I'm like, I went in there, I read the newspaper, I sat down, I read a manuscript. I was like, oh my God, the bagel shop, Starbucks, the grocery store. I gave it to everybody.
Oh, the whole state of Texas is ruined.
It's wild. Like, we went to a high school football game. I fucked 3 women while you were sleeping. I went to Dairy Queen.
Oh, my God.
We're goners. And then we're on the plane. I'm like, it's a sold-out flight.
Oh,
this is crazy.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, what do we do? Oh, my God. So I put, like, another mask on. I put duct tape over my nipples. I was like, what? I put sunglasses on.
You're in a full hazmat suit. You got gloves on.
That was crazy. And I'm texting everybody. I'm like, I have COVID right now. I'm on a goddamn plane.
Oh, my Lord.
And, like, everything we've heard, they've been like, don't fly, don't talk to anybody, shut down, fucking burn your clothes.
Yes. Kill yourself.
And it's crazy because for 2 years we're watching this thing, and, like, remember there was, like, 6 cases in Seattle. We're like, it's coming, it's getting closer.
Yes.
Then there was one on the Upper West Side. We're like, oh, my God, we're going to kill ourselves. And now it's in me. The thing from 2 years ago. It's in my nipples. It's on my asshole. It's in my pubes.
You're patient zero. You went around. You're flying.
Now I'm on a flight. I'm flying across the goddamn country.
You're the guy from Wuhan.
So you know me, on a flight, I piss 4 times every flight. I was like, I won't move.
You just
I'll sit here.
Walking up and down, bringing it up like a priest with the spray thing.
Well, we're in first class. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, don't say anything. And she's like, what do I do about my mother? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't mention your mother. And I'm like, I know about your mother.
She's dead. Let it go.
So we're sitting there, we're texting her, and we're like, oh my God, she has it. Oh my God. Everyone's like, oh my God, we're dying. My niece is sick. Oh my God. And so we sit there. We don't get up once in the flight. I didn't even have a sip of water, which normally I like to do. I kept the mask on tight. Then we get off, and even then, you're like, you got to wait for your luggage. You're in the cab, and you're like, I can't believe this. Finally, we get home. We just, like, kick the door open. We're like, oh, my God. What do we do? We're shaking.
Wow.
I hate her out. But by this point, I feel fine. So does she. We feel 100%. We got a little tickles. That's all.
That's fascinating. You're not even sick anymore, but you have it.
No, and when I had it, I was running and smoking cigars and hiking.
Wow, so it isn't bad.
And we only knew about the test because of Dr. Dog.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have just been like, well, that was crazy. We had the weird same cold. So you'd be happy to know this was 3 weeks ago now. Her mother's fine. Her sister's fine. Full recovery.
But everybody's
good.
Clearly positive.
Yeah, the mother, sister, and her niece. But the other family members didn't get it, fortunately.
Interesting.
They all feel fine. And then, by the way, it gets even worse than that because...
Oh, worse.
2 days after Christmas, I'm texting my family. My family's like, we all hate each other. We need you to come up here.
Wait, what?
Because I go to New Year's in Boston or Massachusetts.
They're fighting.
Well, they're not fighting, but they're just like, no, just come. We don't care.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, you're supposed to be, whatever. The CDC rules, I'm like, I'm fine. It's been days since I had it. But they were like, we don't care. So same thing. We were like, we won't stop. We'll just drive straight from New York to Massachusetts. And you feel weird because you're like, I'm testing positive. I have COVID.
Yeah.
My parents are like, we don't care. Just give it to us. We've been boosted. Who gives a shit?
Uh-huh.
They ended up not getting it because we're fine. Because you're only contagious, I think, for 3 days or 5 days or something.
And you guys don't hug.
It'd have been 8 or 9 days. Yeah, we don't talk to each other, so
Sure.
we just play Pictionary.
There you go.
Anyways, that was an epic.
Wow, man. So you had it, you spread it, and look, you're done with it. You got through it, and you're fine now. Everybody's fine. And you got it over with. So now you probably got antibodies up the yin-yang, and you're home free.
I feel antibodied up. I'm vaxxed and boosted, which did wondrous work for Omicron, and I feel good. And by the way, don't worry. We were only in the bagel shop for 5 minutes. I exaggerated a little bit.
Yeah, it's
we were in about 30 places of business, though.
Yeah, it's a comedy show. You know, folks, we got to divulge a little. And that's not the right word. What do you call it when you up it?
Exaggerate.
Exaggerate. Thank you. I thought it started with a D. I don't know why. But yeah. Duvet cover, dilute, dick,
dynamite,
diamond, delta. I don't know. But either way, glad to have you back. Good thing you got it.
Oh, wait, I'm going to say the word. Hold on. It's
devour.
It's not exaggerate.
Divulge. Embellish.
That
was E. I was a one letter
right
off.
after D.
Yeah, embellish.
Can I just say this real quick, too? I don't want to get serious and talk about these
God.
people. These people message me, and I've seen a couple comments, messages, tweets. Fucking list is full of shit. He fucking won't admit he was wrong about COVID. And you're like, well, tons of information has changed.
Aha.
You don't keep the same opinion
throughout
the process. To me, the vaccine was the big thing. Whether you believe in the vaccine or not, I'm like, once I went and get a vaccine, I'm going out now.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
That's why I'm like, you told me about this vaccine. I got the vaccine. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, once I'm vaccinated, now I'm like, let's go out. Let's be out. What are you talking about? Early on, it was like, hey, be careful. We're wearing masks and we're staying in. And I believe in a society. That's what we're doing. So I'm like, great. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
But once you have the vaccine, now people they're just clinging to this thing. They love it.
Yeah,
They love COVID, and now it also, by the way, has changed to be like ridiculously more mild.
Yes.
Or milder. And we got vaccinations. It's milder. And now we even have a treatment.
Yeah.
So, yes, I don't feel the same way as I did in April of 2020, you fucking Nimrod. You're the idiot.
Oh, wait, everything changes. At one point, it was, there's no way it's from a lab. It's a wet market. And then 10 months later, oh, it's definitely a lab. It's obviously a lab. And now you're okay to say that, where you couldn't before. I mean, you could do it with anything. They all thought the Earth was flat. Then fucking Magellan or Galileo, one of those guys, jizzed on a bar napkin. They were like, oh, maybe it's round. And then next week it's round now.
Yes,
That's how it works.
As information changes, so should your feelings on things.
Yes.
Anyways,
gays.
but
gays shouldn't still marry.
Be careful, be safe. But
Yeah.
Omicron, quite mild. And it is a thing. I'm like, I don't want to sound like an asshole here, but if I was this level of sick I was with Omicron, I would have gone to the Comedy Cellar 3 years ago, I mean.
Oh, for sure.
You would have just been like, I got a little cold. How you doing?
No doubt about it.
So, anyways,
But yeah,
that's my story.
I guess the vaccine, the booster, saved you a little.
Yeah, I think so. But I have to say, Sarah was not boosted. And I think she was a little bit sick. For the 2 days that we were like sick, she was like coughing more throughout the night. But she was she had no lingering cough. She was fine.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
I don't want to. I like the boost. I'm happy I got a boost. But I was boosted. Sarah had not been boosted. We were about the same amount of sick.
All right. Well, there you go.
So
you heard it here first, folks.
take that.
Joe doesn't believe in the booster.
Whatever information you think. But by the way, I believe in the vaccine. Go get a vaccine. If you don't want to get a vaccine, don't get a vaccine. I don't give a fuck what you do.
That's how I feel. Do whatever you want.
I'd like you to subscribe and comment and follow the show is what I care about.
Just don't DM us mean shit. How about that?
I get plenty of that.
Yeah.
But what can you do? It's nice. Some people hate me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's part of it. You can't win them all, That's what they say. And it's really true. You try, but you really can't.
A very wise man who was very smart, who never did anything wrong, once said, I don't know the secret to success, but the secret to failure is to try to please everyone. And that man was serial rapist Bill Cosby.
There you go. He was on to something with the second part. But yeah. All right, folks. Well, how long did we do?
Like an hour 15.
Oh!
Whoa! Sorry, it was like a 40-minute story.
We'll play Heads Up on the Patreon. It's going to be a hot humdinger. You guys are missing out. That's going to be lunch. If you're not on there, get on there. What an epic. What a tale. I think I have COVID now, thanks to that story. And we're gonna wrap it up here, folks. You got any hot dates you want to plug there, Fat Man?
Yeah, but I don't know where they are. Oh, it's in my little gay book.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to be in Syracuse, Funny Bone, Syracuse, New York, Sacramento Punchline. We added a show. Let's do it up. Omaha, Funny Bone, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, La Jolla, Comedy Store, Tampa, Side Splitters, Cincinnati, Louisville Comedy Club in Kentucky, Dania Improv in Florida. I'm doing a theater in Raleigh. I'm doing Chicago Theater this summer. It's going to be not Chicago Theater, the Vic in Chicago.
Wow.
I don't know what that is.
That's something. The Vic is big.
The Vic is big?
I got the Pearl Jam bootleg from the Vic.
Whoa.
That's big.
I don't even know the Vic. Michael Vick.
When's
Kill
the
a
Vic?
Dog. I think that's June or some shit. So I'm going deep. But
Maybe
get
I'll
on the
come out.
Patreon. Get on marknormancomedy.com. Check out the stand-ups. Season 2. Season 3. YouTube. Where are you going to be?
Well, I got Hyenas in Dallas. That's this weekend. Come on out, Texas. You know I love you. Sorry about spreading an infectious disease all over your state. But you guys didn't care in the first place. And then back in Houston again, February 15th in Houston. That's where I really spread it. Sorry about that. But I canceled. Atlantic City Comedy Club, it's called. February 19th. That's a Saturday night in Feb. And then Key West Comedy, February 24, 25, 26. Come down. Make the trip. We'll smoke some cigars. We'll hang out. Hemingway, Tom Dustin, all the good stuff. Come out to Key West. Make it a destination. One of the best clubs in the country, if you ask me. And it's run by comedians.
Hell yeah.
It's the Nut House running the asylum or whatever that fucking saying is. And then back in Texas, Fort Worth, March 4th and 5th. Then Aruba Rays Comedy Club, March 6th through the 12th. Side Splitters. You know how much I love Side Splitters. That is probably my second favorite comedy club in the country. Absolutely love it. They've always been so good to me. I do better there than anywhere else, so please come out. March 24 through 26. Then Laugh Boston, April 14, 15, 16. That's going to be embarrassing if I don't sell well there. So just come. It's Patriots Day weekend. I'll be at the game. I'll be at the marathon. You know that. Sarah's birthday. Buffalo Helium, April 21st to the 23rd. And then May, which is a little far out there, but Cap City, back in Austin. I mean, I fucking should just move to Texas.
Yeah, right.
May 5th through the 7th. Then Good Nights in Raleigh, May 12th through the 14th. And then check out Joe and Ron on Talk Movies. Mindful Metal Jacket is back. You can check all that out on my YouTube and subscribe to that.
Here.
And join the Patreon. I mean, the Patreon. I know we keep saying it, but we're doing a lot more stuff in the studio now. We're about to record a bonus. We have bonuses of just us bullshitting. We have bonuses of watching Seinfeld. We have live episodes. You get the video a week early. It's a lot going on the Patreon, so go sign up now. You can join for $4 a month. That's nothing.
$3. $3
a month.
Even. Yeah,
Yes.
here.
It's like
Let's do it.
75 cents a week.
Hey, you can't beat it. A lot of great stuff, a lot of great stars, and more to come. That's the thing. So get on it, folks. Tell a friend. Praise Allah.
75 cents a week.
That's insane. That's pocket change. Or lunch money.
Georgia St. Cut it.